following is a special MRE Uno presentation, Division 1, Super League 2024. Ghost vs. Stefan. The fastest style in the West Coast, with a hit of fright during October. Only a sight to behold. The Greek culture always believes in the eyes of the beholder. Just ask the Greek eye. Ghost has the surf the wave style personality, with a hint of flair. But in the arts, is he ready for the unknown of the Canadian Crusade? The North's finest, Stefan, a D2 champion who knows the waves of both the crests and the troughs, will be a mystery. Mystery leaves clues, but draws closer to the truth. A showdown between the fastest versus the mystery. A battle of philosophy and patience. A battle of the fastest in the West versus the D2 champion. It's Ghost, it's Stefan, and it starts now on MRE Uno. The fastest and the mystery. That's what we have in store tonight. The fastest Ghost in the West versus Air Canada flying into D1, fresh off his D2 championship. It's Ghost, it's Steven, it's California, it's Canada. It's going to be a good time here at MRE Uno. Let's get down to business, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we had a little bit of a shocker to some, but to some others, maybe not. It was the young boss versus the young pup, and the young boss down 2-1, down to his last strike even in Game 5, found a way, used a little of that game flow, and got the 4-2. Huge win for Mr. Young Boss. They call Chamic, Chinese Chamic, however you like to call it. That's a little bit of a cue for some of the people we have in the booth tonight. We have a huge game right here, the mystery, that is Steven. And of course, the fastest in the West. This will be the Group B finale. As of right now, Chamic leads the group with 3 points. Of course, Nam at 0 with the -2. And William Brock sitting on Bye Island for week 1, looking clean. Who will get that possible 3 points tonight? Or will we split? We'll find out. Never know in group stage. And the nightcap, the true Uno After Dark, Jesse Turner versus DJ Curtis from JT. What a season it was. The odds-on group favorite, maybe the odds-on favorite for the entire group stage in both groups, makes his debut in the group stage versus another one, DJ Curtis at 10 o'clock. It's going to be a good one. And then tomorrow, the last game, the finale of the Week 1 Super League Athens 2024. It's Lane Sanders. It's Crocky Man, Taster Guy. Going to be a good one. Both guys know what's in store. We'll see what happens in that first game in Group A tonight at 10. See where the strategies lie. Now we go into the season recaps, and we started off with Ghost, the fastest in the West. And he had a anything but ideal start in March, losing to Nick 4-1. What did he do after that? He started to rattle the wins. Big wins from, of course, Ashley and Bowtie were his key wins on the season. And he got the huge win in Ashley in T3 and was started off 13-0 with a crazy run he had to begin that tournament. And now he's in Super League despite the Llamas loss, coming in at this 12 seed, 8-5 season. He's been really consistent. Can he continue that consistency tonight and find his way to that magical number 4? We'll see and get those 4 wins for the 3 points. And then for Steven, what a season it was. He got double shotted by Tapir the Alien, 5-3, 5-1 in the first 2 tournaments, the Flurry and the Airways. I called him Air Canada. We'll see what he can do tonight because he had to do some crazy acrobatics through turbulence as he took care of background character, not once but twice, from 5-4 with a crazy blue switch into the 5-1 where he just controlled the business and got down to business to make his debut tonight. And of course, as I said off the top, if we kind of look at the group stage, we already know Nam at 0 points right now. 3 points. Huge 3 points, I have to say, for Chamic. He leads the group. Brock, of course, neutral with the bye. What will Ghost and Steven do tonight? Going to be a good one. They know what's in store. Joining me in the booth as we go into the scene is going to be my main man, Pro Check Ard. Welcome to the building. And of course, WB Brock on Pie Island watching some of these games. My main commentators. And of course, Short's going to have me some insight on Steven the D2 champion. Let's start it off with Ard. Ard, obviously, this is a mystery, right? And I said it off the intro, mystery leaves clues, and mystery can sometimes draw success in. That's what Steven's having to deal with tonight. The only thing we know about him is he likes to table talk. I wonder if he's going to change that up tonight, because this is a style in this league. We've talked about this. These guys are serious. It's hardcore up here, right? There's no fun in games. It's time to get down to real business. What do you think he's got to do in terms of the pressure? How does he handle the pressure, knowing this is his first ever game in D1, but at the same time, it's almost a homecoming because he was supposed to be here off the start due to some issues. And what do you think Ghost has to do, knowing it's a mystery? I haven't played anybody. Do you think he pulls out the tricks? Let's say from that T3 run where it really was a mystery a little bit with some of the players that were just going back and forth, especially with the Ashley sweep back there. Where do you think the lines are going to be drawn tonight? Let me know.
I think, first off, starting off with Steven, you got to understand this. He finally is now here in D1. He finally has made it to the pinnacle of all of MRA Uno. He has reached the top here. He is now in Super League. Even if he had to run through the destruction field of D2, he's gotten here to a point that he is ready for whatever it takes to prove why he was meant to be here. But then you got Ghost, who could try to bring back those same strategies from T3, or he could have a whole different bag of tricks that he has been saving up ever since T3. He probably has saved some stuff up that he's going to throw out here tonight. And that's where you're going to be seeing the major battle lines drawn here. That's where we're going to be seeing maybe some interesting plays, but it's going to be enjoyable to watch.
It will be enjoyable to watch. Move over to Brock. Brock, you were here today, right? You were smelling what it was cooking at 9 a.m. We were waking up with some eggs and pancakes. Now we're going to close it out with some fresh popcorn out of the oven. What do you think we got to see from Ghost? Obviously, Steven's an unknown, but you've seen a Ghost a little bit the fast time. What have you seen so far in those first games today where we talked about game flow big and controlling the ammo? Do you think the same story is going to come true tonight? Control the ammo, understand game flow, or do you think the pressure starts to build? Let me know, Brock. As there you go.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sure there'll be a bit of pressure here and there, but it's like you mentioned, controlling the ammo, just using your biggest cards when you really need them, as I'd say that's always the key factor in winning.
Absolutely, Brock. Thank you for keeping it simple as always. Now I'll move over to the D2 side with Short. Short, obviously you've seen Steven. You played, maybe not against him, but you've seen him in the D2 league. We do know he has the one thing we talked about, table talk. But one thing I've noticed about Steven is he's not afraid to pull the ammo trigger, right? He's got a little bit similar style, ironically, to your Toaster guys, your Brocks, but also can combat the patience. Where do you think the lines are going to be for him? Do you think he gets nervous in game one and says, I'm going to use it as a feeler? In a sense, I'm just get the nerves out, kind of see how Ghost plays, or do you think he goes aggressive, having that momentum from those crazy 15 games a week ago?
Yeah, crazy 15. He definitely. It's going to be a series of contrasting styles. We talk about the fastest draw in the West Coast. Steven can really draw that pace management out there when he needs to, and obviously talk about the aggression and the ammo. I think. I'm not sure exactly, but what we're going to see out of him in this new environment. But I think he'll definitely have his wits about him, and obviously, he's battle tested. He had to win 2 straight best of 9s in the span of 3 hours against Background in the D2 Championship final in order to make it here. So he's battle tested, and he will be no pushover for Ghost here tonight.
Let's get to the players. Thank you for the inside show. Let's start it off with real quick, Steven. Are you typing? Or you gonna talk? Because if you're talking, then let me know. I'll get you last. We'll start with Go. I know he types. Ghost, welcome to Super League. Your first time here, right? You're now playing a legit first time. But we have no idea what we're going to see tonight. Normally, I have a lot of notes written down for a game. I know your notes, right? I know your styles. I'll definitely be Nostradamus at some points. But this is a best of 6, right? You know how to skin the cat multiple ways. There's a lot of lines you could take, right? We're almost in a race, and you're trying to approach a corner. But the thing is, you can either go wide, real wide to get that center, right? You go for the center and get the late apex, or do you try to balance the fact that you're playing someone really, really unknown, but also at the same time, this whole season's been unknown, right? You came in as the unknown character at one point. Do you have that resemblance from all the way back in T5 last year, T4 last year, even when you were a true sophomore, that can build you a little bit more confidence here in Super League? What's your strategy going into tonight in terms of the mindset? Let me know. Go feel free to type it out. Steven, I'm going to ask you something simple. I don't want to overwhelm you, but this is a big environment, right? You can see the stage is different. This is prime time Uno, right? We got a lot of people here. Some people really room for you. How do you handle and understand the microcosms of D1, right? You've talked about, of course, you're going to try some new things. Of course, maybe you could do this in the game plan behind the scenes. What do you got to do tonight to compensate the moment and get those 3 points? Let me know.
Well, I mean, as I usually do, I just gotta go with the flow, trust my gut. Of course, it is very intimidating moving from D2 to D1. Things do seem a lot more serious, so I'm gonna need to prepare myself. Of course, I've been getting used to and talking to you about all the new stuff that I'm gonna have to get used to, but I'm not gonna let that hinder me from doing my best to beat Ghost and securing those 3 points that I need. So we'll see how it goes.
All right, we'll rock and roll. Waiting for Ghost. Already got to think. We always talk about this, man. I'm telling you right now, card starter. We saw it today. What was card? It wasn't. It was all upper tier, right? We saw that 1-9 drop from 9. Do you think card star variety can have? We know Steven is a guy that typically goes 13 through 15. Ghost has that 5 card plop drop, as I like to call, to change momentum. Where do you think the card star lines could be drawn tonight? What are you thinking, Art?
That's really going to be an interesting one right there. Let's just throw that out there. How the momentums can shift, and this has happened a lot throughout this season on both sides of the spectrum in both D1 and D2. You don't know where the cards are going to lie. You don't know where the chips are going to fall. How everything's going to run. This is where now you got to start preparing for anything that can be happening.
Brock, we had just talked about the format today. You talked about it feels refreshing to win games with no power. Tonight, there's nothing, right? There's no power play. It's a best of 6. You can skin the cat. How does that come into the play, especially for a guy like Steven who's never seen not just this league, but also learn the system with no power play where you've been used to power play all season? But actually, it's funny because he was in best of 5s at the beginning. He might actually have a little advantage early with no power play.
Best of 5s, no power play. Best of 7, no power play at one point even.
Yeah, so he has a little bit of that advantage, but it's been a minute. Your thoughts on that, Brock, though, before I get to Ghost's comment?
Well, if he has experience doing Uno series without power play, then I definitely think that would give him an advantage.
Yeah, and you see Ghost, the unknowns of our information is going to play a big part in this game. We don't know each other's style, and being able to take advantage of the early game is going to be important. To that point, the game could be over before we get a chance to adapt, right? Adaptation is key, Art, but it's time to lock in and get this game started. Art, please initiate the game.
All right.
Reminder to the fans at home, this is the first time we saw it this morning. We will have card history on. Of course, it's a best of 6. No power play. 4 command chains. We have seen people say, you know what, screw it. No power play. Go single, 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 single. Double, double, double. We've seen some triples. We saw Nam do a quadruple today. Unfortunately, missed the blue wild, but Chomik wasn't quick on the whistle, as I like to say. Couldn't get the job done. Ghost and Steven, of course, in. You can change your name with Uno name, whatever. I think that's actually good. You guys are good. Uno Ping, you can put Uno Ping with the new bot. Let me know. Best of 6, of course. No power play. Going to be a good one. 3-man booth working tonight. Okay. Space out the B, I think. Yeah. Okay. Don't worry about the warning. That's normal.
Okay.
All right. No power play, R. PP0.
Got it.
Position 0 locked in, loaded. TI will be 3-3. And of course, by virtue of the toss, I believe Ghost actually lost the toss, so he'll actually be the home team, but he'll have to start the game. So he'll technically defer because Stefan won with the heads tails thing, but it will be Ghost starting the first 3 games. Remember, each player gets 3 home games by the letter of the law. Ghost will start first 3. All right, boys, it's time to get down to business. But before we do that, Steven, this is something new we like to do. Normally I would say how many cards, but we got a 3-man booth. That's Ard's job. Ard, say those most famous words to our friend, the fastest in the West.
Ghost, how many cards for game 1?
13, we go OG full. Here we go.
Good luck to you both. Let's get going.
Ghost runs it. We started off with the A. Rogers Yellow 4 Ard. I'm going to tell you right now, starting cards we saw today, that +2. We talking about game flow. We saw the first 5, and you see the switch already from Ghost. He's going to play this one a little aggressive around the switching. He's known to do that. A little faster game here, Brock, so far. I expect it. Steven going to try to dial in. Here comes Steven looking to get his first card play in D1 officially.
That's crazy. That is crazy. That's pretty good.
Wow.
Rose Ard
Wow.
experiencing PTSD hasn't even played a card yet.
Wow, I was not expecting that.
Yeah,
Classic, man.
yeah, and I just to dig in a little more on Steven, as he mentions that, yeah, his season was a tale of two halves, really. Like he kind of fell out of like the talk of the league despite making 2 straight Final Fours, losing both to Tapir. And obviously he got hot at the right time, did fall down to that loser's bracket in D2 chip, but was able to fight back. So it's a big reason why he's here, is just getting hot at the right time and coming out of the woodwork there.
Well, Brock, you know a thing or two about that. You got hot at the right time in T5 for sure. All right, let's see. We're going to start green. We're going to start green now. Basically, the yellow was a offset, so was the red. So both have some color deficiency. There's back to red, says Ghost. Guy, I think here, Ard, 999 coming from Steven. Try to get him off kilter. Maybe save a little red fade. What do we think?
Yeah, he might have another 9 here. That's what I'm kind of looking at here.
You got to think offset's coming. Try to save that red to the end. Oh, yeah, this is the table talk. Yeah, there it is, Ard. Nailed that one. They're both going to Nick. Double Nick.
And the box is open.
Box is open, says my man. Obviously, card history is on for the players. Makes the game a little different. No blue 3.
And we talked about the table talk at the reveal show, KT. It's a matter of whether it's a show of lack of composure or not. We'll have to see how it plays out going down the way here.
Ghost usually a stone cold killer. He's going to be locked in and focused. He's been here before. Here comes Steven. Right now it's early. Back to blue, trying some ISO. Oh, Ghost with the beautiful save Art right there. We see that one. Classic 1-2. Fast in the West.
And here's the thing. That's something we also got to throw in, because we didn't talk about this before the game. It's about how will these guys use the ammo a bit.
Yeah, and we saw earlier this morning, man, it was not much ammo the first 5 to 7 cards for both players. It didn't start to crescendo till game flow, when we got to about 4 to 5 cards, ironically. Double ditto, okay. We've seen double ditto on blue 9, blue 4 from Nick to Nam. Saw Nam early this morning, lost 4-2. Looking to rebound in week 3, week 2 on a bye. Ghost now decides to go ditto. What will Steven do as a response? Does he keep the blue? He's going to run. Doubles up. Here comes. Oh! Welcome to D1, says Ghost. That's game. Fast in the West. Unbelievable.
I bet he loves that. Ghost, I bet you love that 4-card chain. Damn.
That was fantastic. Ghost, talk to me about the offset right there. That's really interesting, buddy, because you play a truthful style, right? You never did much on the yellow. You actually played that truthful, was plan A. If you look at the stats, how about that? Pretty much plan A for both 1 or 2 cards drawn. Talk to me about how you fade that yellow look that got you to the end right there with the wild save. Talk me through it. Steven, I think you did a good job for your first game, but ultimately, maybe a lack of ammo, or was it a case of you just were trying to feel out Ghost's quick style and didn't expect to run? That's what we can see with the 4-command chain. Talk to me about how you, well, what a warm welcome.
I also wonder about table awareness, maybe, because that seemed like a bit of a sneak attack to me.
Yeah, well, we know Ghost is one of the kings of that. Oh, hell yeah, I love it, says Ghost. He's going to be living in that art. He is going to. You can see it. He's loving that 4-command chain. He can do sneak attacks now, I have a feeling.
I don't think that's much as a surprise.
No, it is not. Yes, go ahead, Steve.
Okay, so I look away for 1 second, and all of a sudden I come back and I get punched in the face with a chain full of commands. Yeah. Oh wow, Ghost. Okay, what a warm welcome. Okay. I'm just still taking that in. Still taking that in. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I am. It was a case of me not having that much ammo, but I did have a wild +4.
Okay.
So that was something that I could have played, and now I wish I did. But yeah, I was just trying to
All hindsight.
play all my cards. But yeah, in hindsight, I mean, there was no way I could have known he was gonna do that because I have had no experience. But wow, that was a wake up call, a major wake up call for me.
Sometimes you gotta take those wake up calls and learn to adjust. Thank you, appreciate those thoughts, Stephen. Art, that's the thing, right? We all had those welcome to the league moments, and the thing is, we're probably one of the few guys since we were old geezers from the start. 10 tour, we didn't have it. We started the league, right? There was no welcome. Most of the time, I was dishing out those welcome to the league moments and say, "How you doing?" Right now, it's a little bit different. You're coming in from a completely different league, different background. You don't know the style of this player. You think this was a good feeler for Steven, or do you think he needs more reps? Because when you have 3 cards combined self-drawn, it's Plan A City. Talk to me through how the mindset of how to adapt and make in-game adjustments.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's just gonna automatically just get it right going here with Steven. Hey, but it was just the first game. I'm thinking probably after the Nets game, it'll be a lot better. But we'll see. We'll see.
Brock muted. We'll give him a second. Well, short. That's sometimes what's going to happen. I mean, you talked about table awareness. That's just getting reps, right? That's muscle memory. It takes a long time to develop muscle memory. There's an old skill. There's an old tactical skill. I always say. Sometimes it takes really something to master. It takes 10,000 hours. The problem is in this league, you really only got 10 minutes. That's the beauty of Uno, right? You really only got 10 minutes to really figure out someone in a match. Talk to me about how the table awareness can improve from Steven, what he can do to adjust, and thoughts on just Ghost right there. Hold that thought. I think that light switch can really help me keep my cards running, allow me to keep making play after play. That let me gain control over the final few cards and send that final. So, Ghost, one follow up. Was that a case of, like I said off the top, right? Finding a different line, finding your niche, right? There's been multiple times where you would run those ammos, boom, finish the game, which we saw, but we hadn't seen much of those strategic light switch draws. Talk to me about how you understand the lines and the concepts of trying to get Steven off his game in a camouflage look. And you can go short, my bad.
Yeah, we go back to the point of table awareness for Steven. I mean, he's been tested, but on the bot, everyone here has, everyone in this field has, but this is his first real game on this platform. He won D2 chip on the old bot. This is real. I think it's real. This game 1 is more a feeler for Steven than any other game 1 in this week 1 because he's got to feel out a D1 level opponent, and he's got to feel out the new system in a real sanctioned game situation. So I think he'll find a way to bounce back, and he's got to make sure that table button, especially with Ghost, someone who can come and sneak up on you like that, got to make sure you're checking that table. You can do it as much as you want, and nobody's gonna know you checked it, which is the beauty of that feature. So it's just got to be a matter of staying on your toes with Ghost, because like I said, he can sneak up on you just like that. Snuck up on everybody, not only Steven, but everybody in the booth.
That's how it can go sometimes, Brock, right? Those sneak attacks. We know Ghost is one of the best at. Brock, when you're in that moment as a player, when you get that sneak attack, whether you dish it out or when you receive it, what's it like? What's the adrenaline like pumping through your veins when that happens in both ways? Talk me through it.
Well, when you're on the receiving end, it can be pretty frustrating. But when you're giving the sneak attack, it is definitely feels very rewarding.
Absolutely, Brock. Short and simple to the point, but that's what it's all about, right? Keeping it clean, keeping it real.
I'd say when you're giving it, you're also hoping to God they don't figure it out.
Yeah, we've all been there, and Ghost is one of the guys, and we talk about this. We talked about Ghost myself. Would we find a way to figure out the sneak attack? Obviously, I haven't had many opportunities at that. Ghost just showed it right there. You start to wonder now with the 4-command change, you could do that more. You legit could do that more, because if you look at it in a way, it adds more layers. When you have 2 command, you're kind of stuck. It's on the old bot. Now you're going 4. You got to judge the timing. And Caesar said it best this morning. Timing is everything on the spot. If you just time it right, you're a hero. You time it one move wrong, you're a zero. And it fluctuates between game to game for sure.
Yeah, that's something that we're now going to be focusing on a lot more throughout the rest of the Super League here. So it's a good preview on a lot of things that could be looking at for next year for a lot of these players.
Switching colors, basically just okay. No, that's a fair point. Ghost, right? Just try to switch it, go from there. All right. Well, it's game 1. Ghost is fresh out of 13, but he's open on the rest. Start. Do the honors for game 2.
Yep.
Looking clean here.
Yep, Ghost no 13. So how many cards?
Does he drop this or down? Does he drop it one down? We'll find out. Ghost going to think this one's strategically right now at 13 cards, 3-minute, 18-second win. Truly a furious moment. Fast and Furious, says Ghost. That's why he's the fastest in the West. Can he continue that fast and furious pace? We'll find out. What will the card start be? Most of the day are the lowest start. Yeah, I was going to say, it was either going to be up, down, or 1, so we'll go 1 up.
Yep. Here we go.
Double OG full. Yellow 7. Back to back on the starts with the yellow into the Grim Reaper, the creator. Shout out to the homie. All right, now we'll see where this goes right here. Let's see what will be from Ghost. He's going to automatically, look at that short. Same exact thing as the first play of the game 1. Quick switch.
Oh!
Well, that plays
Crossover.
into it. Okay. Crossover into it. Here comes Ghost. He's going to ditto it. We've seen dittos play it before, Art. Saw it in the last game with the blue 9s and 4s.
Yep. That's something that right now they're going just quick here. They're thinking on their feet at certain points.
Yeah, definitely a contrast for sure. What?
This is not old bot. This is not old bot. That does not happen. It's like once in a blue moon at best.
Yeah, we rarely see that on this bot. It takes a long
It's
time to
happened,
get that.
but it's not. It's very much not a regular occurrence. I understand.
Welcome to D1. Yeah, that's kind.
Welcome
That's
to the
welcome.
league.
Welcome to the league, Ricky. You're
Welcome
that's
to
it,
the
Art, right?
league.
Welcome to the league.
Welcome to Division 1.
Right, take your order. Anyway, we'll serve it up with Brad right here.
Oh my god.
Good transition, Art. Now let's see if Stefan has a good crossover game. Steven does not. He goes to down. Here comes Ghost fast in the West, double play, myth to M. Brock, you can see the fast and fear. Talk me about how those fast players sometimes can throw you off kilter, Brock. You had a fast player or non when you played him in T5, and you've had some. Like Tago was quick as well. Talk me through it.
Yeah, it can be a bit overwhelming at times, but as long as you maintain your composure and
Right.
as always, control your ammo. I don't think it'd be much of a problem.
Yeah, you got a great point there, Brock. You always got to figure out how to control the ammo. Art right now, nothing overwhelming so far. Just pretty clean game here. We're gonna go +4. So that's gonna open the door, Art.
Walks right
First
into it.
+4. Yep.
Yeah, kind of. He really does. And right now, we'll see how he can use that to his advantage. But I think Ghost now has a little bit of an advantage.
Yeah, 4 freshies is always nice, Art. You get 4 freshies here, get feel goods on there, see what you get in the old spin of the wheel, right? Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. Ghost already, you can see it, Art. He's got something cooking, already typing. Trying to get those plays as there's someone else joins, Luke. A lot of people here tonight.
Always good when there's a lot of people here for these games, but especially now as it's Super League.
Absolutely, Super League is here. Remember, reminder to the folks at home, next week's schedule will be released tomorrow because we have most of the games. Here comes Steven with the triple play. Now Ghost into a new color, back to green. Actually, excuse me, into green. That opens up Pandora's. Let's see what he'll do on Pandora's now.
Yeah, sort of Pandora's because, again, the first card was yellow, but it got switched immediately.
I think Ghost is about to open it up here, Brock. Let's see. Yeah, I just called that one, baby.
Oh my god.
He opened it up in a heartbeat. We got a scoreboard flipper. 8-16 doubles up.
Oh.
Okay.
God.
Okay. Hold on. Now, I'm not. Let's see how.
Oh.
Well, that's
Interesting.
that's testing Pandora's. We talked about that off the
Well,
top.
that now opens Pandora's.
No, Pandora's was open. Technically,
Oh,
because we
Oh, here
started
comes.
we
Oh
started
my
on a yellow.
goodness!
That's the first
well, we
yellow
started with
someone's
a
played.
yellow, but now we're really into Pandora's spots.
Right,
Yeah.
because we see a couple cards played. But of course. Ghost once again, fast and furious as usual. What will Steven do here?
I'm thinking Steven might have something here to stop Ghost.
Oh,
Well, he does a triple play of his time.
Cancels it out.
Let's see here.
He needed
Yes,
that for sure.
We're out of green +2s. We're out of blue +2s. We'll see here. You know, now they both have given each other the gauntlet. Let's see how this develops now. Could be a little bit more straight shot. We'll find out. Ghost runs it clean. Back to blue. Interesting. Our little crossover trying to see if Ghost fades off. Let's see if he fades off with a switch. He goes one up this time in a retro. No switch. Here comes Steven back to the bad Brad combo. Into red, there's Zach. Fast and furious we go. One up this time, Art. We're still running. Back to blue. Now he's playing tricky with it.
Oh boy, now you're just playing a dangerous game right here. This is dangerous.
Well, that's how it is. I mean, that's how both players sometimes have to live. In this case, when you don't know what's good, playing dangerous ain't the worst thing. But will be costly in the end. It's still early in the series. Into it. That's a heat check, guard.
That is a heat check and a half.
Yeah, I think try to go for the 5 play right there. Right then, yeah, Ghost saw that one. Red 5 was on the lurker. Oh boy. Well, so that's a +4. Great move from Ghost to stop that. You gotta think that could have been something, Art. That could have been something on the back end, for sure.
That's not the right card to play, though.
Or is it?
No, because look at the end of Steven's chain, and then look at the.
No,
Yeah.
remember, Stuart, this could be a veteran move. This will maybe will go.
Oh.
Yeah,
Hey!
I saw it. KT Classic, baby. Saw that one.
Dared
Knew it.
him.
Yeah,
Well,
I knew that was coming because remember Brock, or not Brock. I told this to Art. I said a couple months ago. I always said Ghost and I have that one move special lined up that we learned it off each other. I saw that read coming. I knew he wasn't going to do that if he didn't have a plan. The key is, does Steven have a back end? Yeah, I was going to say it's something in the back end. Just slow on the bottom. All good.
there's a little latency.
We'll see.
Might have been
Not a
fade
wild
look.
in the yellow. Okay.
I wonder if that red was a fade look.
Could have been a fade. Let's see. What's it going to be here from Ghost? Does he have some more +4s magic in the tank? We still got. Yeah, called it, Art.
Oh my god.
Good grief.
Oh my god.
Great move from Ghost to stop it again. That's 2 in a row. Our defense is starting to win right here. We saw this with Nam and Chamik earlier. Does Ghost have some more? He's dialed up some more. Nothing there, though. Just a defense move.
42 cards drawn between them. Just
Right.
4
Yellow.
self draws.
Now both in the yellow. Both maybe what they want. I don't know. You know Steven wants. Never mind. He fades off the yellow and the blue. Ghost in the green.
Whoa.
Effective. Okay. A little dot right there.
Oh,
He's still
boy.
got green though. He's
Try to
got
KT
it.
Classic. Okay.
Wow. Steven still had green to go with. Very interesting. Oh,
In
and
the
he's
yellow.
got the switch.
Check.
Check.
That
Is
might
this
be it.
Oh.
No, I was gonna say that's
Boo.
I gotta
Boo.
ask Ghost on that KT Classic though. I gotta ask him something on
Oh
that.
my god. Okay. Whoa. Wait a minute. Oh. Wow. I was like, I saw that before. I was like, oh.
Yeah, you gotta get that in.
You gotta make sure you do
Saw
that.
Saw what?
+2 from Ghost saves it again.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
+6.
No. Oh.
Not a bad move, Art. You gotta respect that because that could have been game. If he don't do that, it's game. Think about it. That's a good move.
That's a good.
Well, let's just hope that
No, it's
Steven
confirmed. He can't do anything because we're out of +2s.
Oh wait,
it's
really?
a great move.
Card history.
Oh,
That's a beautiful move.
wow.
He has no choice but to either close the door or leave it open for nobody to run through. 'Cause nobody can.
Yeah, that's a vet move. There's a +4, another +4. We're
That's
running
it.
low on
That-
+4s.
that-
That's it. We're out. Yeah, we're
That's
done.
it. That's all 4 +4s.
Wow.
Let's see. Is that 4 wide? We're basically fresh out of ammo. We're fresh out.
We're basically
just about. There's a few reverses and skips lingering around, but
Back to
it's
green.
gonna come down to that number game.
Back to blue.
My
Solid
goodness.
comment.
Oh
Beautiful.
my goodness.
grief. Good grief.
I mean, that's how it is in this league, man. It's just when you're fresh out. Well, no, we can't go back to blue, but
There's like 5 blues left.
but you never know. Short's right. There are reverses and skips left. You never know.
Yeah.
We've seen end around plays before, Brock, to get back to a certain trait. Let's see. Ghost loading up here.
Ghost might have something there.
Like I said, there's not much left, so it'd have to be those reverse skip trains we were just talking about. Nah, nothing hard. Nothing. Just simple. Nothing there.
Aaron,
Crazy game. In the check.
Oh.
Bat the check.
Nothing there's that game. Well, now it's going to come down to the card history.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it is.
Oh man. There you go.
That was a crazy game. I gotta ask Ghost buddy. I gotta ask. You did a KT Classic on the Wild. Now, was that a tact? We saw Cap do fake Wilds before, but you just would try to go for the. Were you trying to undercut a specific color, to get you into a range of possibility getting a draw at the back end, or did you say, you know what, I'm going to throw that heat check, basically. Knew you saved the red, right, the last +2s, and we're hoping maybe get some reverses on the back end where he would throw a +4 because you were timed. Were you just trying to time the ammo with the CH? Let me know. Let me ask Steven here. So, Steven, obviously, I'm not going to I don't even care about the red wild miss right there in Uno. That happens. You got away with it. But the thing I noticed about your game here, which I'm noticing a lot more, is you weren't afraid to take a little bit of risk. You fired back with the +2 combo of your own, the triple +2. Was that a case of going with the game flow? He throws the +2 combo, so that's 3 in a row. You throw. Do you kind of play numbers in your head? Okay, that's easily 75% of the +2s are gone, right? So with the 75% of the +2s gone, do you now bank on the 2 +2s at the end and say, hey, if it happens, it happens? Talk me through it.
Well, I'm gonna be really honest here. I don't really consider the math behind the cards. I just, for me, what I saw was I got punched in the face with a whole bunch of cards. So I was like, I looked at my hand and I was like, you know what? Karma. So I slammed all those +2s and I was like, now we're even. That's all that went through my mind there.
Apologies there. I had someone trying to message me. All good. I'll deal with that person later. Regardless, right here, already got to think now it's a new ball game. Obviously, Ghost has got one more home start. Yeah, it's hard to say right now, right? We've seen 2 different styles. We saw the first game, crazy runs, right? Expected. And now the second game, 10 minutes, right? Fast pace. All the ammo has been exhausted. We've seen 2 different type of games. We hadn't really saw that in the first match today. There was no ammo exhaustion. Do you think that favors someone in a sense that now we're starting to play the endurance game a little bit? Or is it still too early to call in the series? Because we've seen 2 different styles of game and can't get a crescendo moment.
It is still way too early. You can't just say it's clear. You can't say that one person has the advantage. So really, we'll see where it's like once we finally get over into games 4 or 5, maybe. Because it's not here yet.
Not here yet, Cesar. I agree. Still a little bit early short. Brock, real quick to you. You're obviously got to play these players at some point. Obviously, you'll have those guys a little bit later in the weeks. Have you started to pick up on some things right now from a player perspective? Right, you're going to be coming. Actually, you're going to be playing Stephen week 2. Have you started to pick up on some things for your notebook coming into week 2? What have you noticed so far from a player perspective?
Well, nothing really out of the ordinary. Just typical Uno, strategy.
Nothing out of the ordinary, says Broad. Typical strategy. Short right now. It's been 2 different style games. Right now it comes down to where do you think Ghost can go here? Because he's had it a couple ways. He did a fade look early. He did some light switching. Got lucky with it a little bit in game 1 and game 2. Did what he had to do. Tried a wild play that was interesting, but other than that, it's kind of clean. Yeah, Ghost, I was going to ask just your thoughts on. I don't know if you heard me, but just your thoughts on that fake wow. You're trying to undercut some ammo. Let me know your thoughts on that. But sure, your opening thoughts in these first 2 games here.
I think it's coming down to be a firefight, really. I mean, like, both of them have traded, like, big ammo runs. I mean, maybe Steven didn't have it as much in game 1, but game 2, that was war at its finest. Like, it was just back and forth ammo trains, and we were just, and they exhausted the ammo apps, so they were running out of rounds at that point. But I think it just shows that neither are gonna take their chances on holding on. I mean, obviously they'll play it smartly, but I think they're not gonna waste much time going forward when they feel they have to.
All right, we'll see how this one goes. Waiting on Go. Play the Wild to gain some time to get some ammo and fight against Steven, but that didn't really work out. He got out of the jam quick. Yeah, it basically was a second and third right there. Hard try to throw a little bit of a curveball, but couldn't execute. All right, we'll go to game 3. This is it for Ghost. His last home game before we move over to Stevens.
Yep. Ghost, no 13, so how many cards?
We'll full send it for the last one. All right.
Going for a full send. Here we go.
If Ghost wins this game, that will end the full. Ironically, if Ghost wins this game, hard, 15 and 14 would be off the board just like the first match today. That's kind of funny.
Coincidence? I would think not.
Yeah, but a little bit different here. Remember, this is a regular CSR as we rare 0 sugar from Ghost.
Okay. All right. That's interesting.
Rare 0, 000 to start it off hard.
No Rainbow Zero. That's disappointing.
Nah, that's okay. That's 3's enough. That's enough for me. That's enough for my blood.
Yeah,
no, it's never enough.
Yes, it is. It's getting late. Anyway,
we don't need to get a bag of Skittles here, man. Come on.
We
keep
love
us up
Skittles.
all night,
What
right?
are you talking about?
I do like them once in a while, but I gotta say, this late night, we got again with the blue now. We'll go blue 8, a little late tonight. We don't want our falling asleep like the last reveal show. Anyway, we'll go blue 8. We'll go 3 up.
I get tired. Okay, I'm a person.
All good, baby. All good. All good. Or really quick though, getting back to the game after that little off kilter moment. How about that? Pandora's open within a minute. Back to blue.
I guess this is what we were waiting on to see. Just how these two are gonna just start throwing different sorts of strategies here, and it's starting off pretty well.
Well, right now you gotta think some haymakers would be just missed on it. Green 8. Okay.
Oops.
Yeah, all good. Hey, nothing, no harm, no foul. Back to blue. KT Wild. Is that Steven going to try to go for a wild? Yeah, he goes back to a little wild flush.
Goes from the KT Wild to the Llamas Wild.
Nothing on the yellow wild. Interesting. So Ghost tried to play it more truthful on the blue. So does Steven with the yellow. There might be a little color to feel. Let's see if Steven can exploit that. Goes yellow one. Does Ghost have a blue one, though, in the back pocket? No, he just draws.
Oh, now it's thinking, what's the number that you don't need to use?
+4 from Ghost. He shuts that down again.
Never mind.
And he's done a good job on defense. We saw this again with Nam. He did a lot of defense today as well. Ghost will run up that one up.
Steven's still with possession arrow.
Ghost with the ditto. Steven with the possession arrow. But was that yellow undercut? Was it an undercut strap from Ghost? I know, buddy. Getting a little tired. I get you. We'll go into a plus. That's two. Double +2. Okay.
Yeah, good play. Triple play.
Gives Ghost 6 freshies. What will we respond with? Just draws.
Whoa.
Could be strategic, though. This could be a strategic one. Let's see.
Could be a strategic one here, or is Steven about to just sweep it out from under the rug and take it?
We'll see. We seen before. No, nah.
Nah.
Just a neutralizer. Let's see what Ghost will do. He's going to be content to play draw city yard. Kind of funny. We saw this in the last game too, Brock, with the +2s. But Ghost no answer. Content.
Uh-oh.
See what Steven will do here.
It's the table talk. It's the table talk.
Yeah, we don't. Well, that's a +4. That's interesting. Let's see. Well, forces Ghost. He's got a comeback possibly. 20 cards now. Ghost in the red. Steven want that red though.
Okay, whatever.
Oh, great move from Ghostard. Double red 9.
Really good there by Ghost.
Yeah, now the ammo control will be key, bro. We talk about the ammo. This is where it could come into play. What will the fastest in the West do right here? Still typing it out.
Well, it's not even his turn.
Yeah, he's got something set up. Always does those plays. I know Ghost. What will Steven do here?
Oh.
Goes for the green, goes for the possible. You gotta think, Artie. Possibly one color fade. I don't know. Ghost could find a way to get back to red here, just like that, though, and reverse the script. Let's see. This could be a little bit of a fade look back, maybe. So you know what? He's gonna have to readjust. He probably had some lined up. Yeah, there already had some line. Got to readjust, and that's gonna send Steven back. Ghost with a triple play to match those +2s. Now we're even on the +2s, Art.
Yeah, really doing good here.
Oh, back to red, says Ghost. Now, 6 freshies, though. You think something could be in Steven's arsenal. Maybe not. I don't know.
We don't know. But that, George got it right there.
Another +4.
Oh, my goodness.
That's 3 +4s now. 1 on the board left.
And only two
seeing
wilds left as well.
Yeah, no, this is turning into game 2 or a lot of ammo exhaustion again. Game 1 could have been just a fluke in the sense that we didn't have much ammo.
Yeah.
+2 ammo exhaustion, baby.
Wow.
We're exhausting it.
There's still 1+2 of every color out there. Or
well, besides yellow.
Except yellow.
Steven will play it cool. Ghost was it down at 20 cards, and we're at 20 cards, looking to get this down a little more. Blue 6 now. Into a blue 1. Here comes Ghost. He continues to run the blues. Back and forth we go. What's it going to be here from the fastest? Blue 3 now. We're going to go ditto. We've seen a lot of those dittos. We saw the 9s. We saw the 4s earlier in game 1, Art. Brock, right now, this is an interesting point here because when we have ammo exhausted games, it comes down to numbers at some point. Where do you think the number line could be drawn here? Because we're at a +4s almost, right? There we go. Just as I say that, there we go. There's the switch. Here comes Ghost looking for a double. Back to blue. He looks for the triple. He gets it. Wow.
Jeez.
Yeah, he didn't even need to do a triple play to short. He just did a single.
Yeah.
Ghost, you can see he's going crackhead mode now. Really typing it quick. Steven's off kilter. Here comes Ghost looking to tie this pretty soon. Can he get this to 1 possession or maybe tie it right here? Down to 1 possession, but he goes to red.
That might open the door for Steven.
That could, but you got to remember, Art. Now
Steven can play.
Now we're thinking at some point number. Here's Ghost again, double play. Tie game now. Ghost has rallied back from 20 to tie it up. Got to think numbers at some point. The numbers are going to come into play, Art.
Oh, uh-oh.
This guy right here.
See, you never know, Art.
I told you, it's a matter of whether it's a show of lack of composure or a sign of strength. Here it comes. And that's Something. Oh, wait, there. Lag, and it's getting there. It's getting there. One more card.
Ghost looking for. Let's see. He goes for the call out.
What?
Got
What
it.
a move from Ghost.
You were trying to do a 5-card play. You can't
Yeah,
do
only
that.
four. Only four. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't go unlimited, right? We capped it. Caesar capped it. Yeah.
Yeah, we did that in the test.
Well, now you should be okay though to get rid of that
Yeah,
6. That doesn't
you
matter.
can play that 6. It's still your turn. There you
Yeah,
go.
I was just seeing what was Ghost typing, but I knew he had something in the back pile. It was either a call out or he's going to do something
I
crazy.
thought
You never
the
know,
bot was
Art. He
just
could have.
slow. It was a little slow getting that red reverse out.
Yeah,
I don't blame you, Steven, but it's only game 3.
But it's still game 3, but
yeah. That's the thing with this bot, right? You start going 5. Goes to yellow. Let's see what Ghost will do. Does he have another wild? Let's see.
Could be it. Yeah, that wild
Well,
is huge to get off the call out
Nothing.
draw. That's a big thing.
there's no more wilds.
No,
Yeah.
regular.
All 4. Oh yeah, there's still one more wild.
Yeah, I thought he could have a regular back, but okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
there's
there's still
one regular wild left.
Yeah, you always got to remember there's one in the bank. I mean, at this point, there's no +2s coming here, so that's
Okay,
just a
he's got
check
that.
to Uno.
Check.
Into
Big
red.
switch. What do we got?
Is that a good switch?
Does that keep the game going?
No.
Oh!
Number
Oh!
efficiency, maybe, or just needed red, yeah.
Oh!
Come on.
You gotta be playing with us like that. Damn.
Stop playing us like that, man.
Oh.
Yeah, we're not fancy.
Come on.
No, you can't be doing it.
Don't leave us on cliffhangers.
Is that game now? Man.
Ah!
Yeah, now it, no.
Jeez.
All right, back in the now we go back into Draw City, or let's see what Ghost will do.
All right.
This guy stinks!
Who played that?
I have no idea.
Who
Probably.
played that? Who played that?
Back to blue, keeping it cool.
The sound.
Nothing again from Ghost.
Thank Cody Llamas, Steven. He's the GOAT.
Oh my
Absolutely.
god. Someone better confess it here.
Anyway, back to the game. We're going to draw. So Ghost initiates a little bit of a classic from him, right? Just try to limit the numbers, Brock. That's the thing. Limit the numbers. That's a little top deck. See if you can maybe get something off the back end. Still continues to draw.
Nope.
That's the thing, Art. Right now we're starting to get into this game where, if you look at the CA, there's nothing left in blue. There's nothing really left. So we're gasping for straws here for a 2 at this rate.
We're mostly trying to get something here. Anything.
And we're under 20 cards in the deck.
Yeah, at this
Keep
rate,
that on your radar. Oh,
just call it the blue 2. Well, that's going to be a switch over. You got. Yeah, I had a feeling of the bad switch. It's going to come.
Oh.
There it is.
Here's Steven
No
able
one
to run
now.
Ghost, though. He's got it. Oh my goodness.
Into green now. Ghost double play. Now there's still one of those green +2s lurking, Art. Another game. Same thing as game 2. A lot of back to yellow.
Oh my goodness.
Ghost can run, though.
What a fade.
Now we're thinking on yellow here.
What in the world is going on here?
Now we're back to green.
I don't know, man. This is crazy.
Around and around we go.
Didn't realize we were at the amusement park with the carousel tonight, but here comes Ghost.
We all on the carousel. Oh,
No, we're on a roller coaster. What do you mean?
Well,
yeah, we are on a bit of a roller coaster. I'm not.
great ISO play, I guess. All that for the ISO. Well, maybe ISO.
I don't even know what's going on at this point.
Back to yellow.
Whoa.
My word. 3 to 2.
Oh
my goodness.
I was looking for 2. No. Now we've hit stalls already. You gotta think we're stalled out.
Yeah, we've stalled out like crazy here.
Into red.
No, we haven't. Not yet.
Now the question here, Art, there's not many reds left, right? So who's got that last +2 combo?
And there's only one. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say there's only 1-4 left.
Might be the +2 combo, or is it?
Oh,
Oh, it's a skip combo! Well, I don't even know where to go with that one.
Skips! Oh!
All right, so let me bring this back after the funny moments here.
Good
Yeah,
brain.
I know. Let me start with Ghost here. Ghost, obviously, this game I have a couple questions, right? Probably 20, but we'll go with a couple. You know, the first question I have for you, man, is you decided to go with the card history, right, and bank on the blue. You did a great job with the reverse, right? Neutralize the numbers, bank on no reverses. Good move with the ammos, neutralized pretty low. But what was the theory behind going early on that switch? Because you really played into it. You let Steven run the switches, but you decided to just let him run the course on. Could you have been more aggressive earlier on the switches to get him off kilter, or were you just saying, you know what, run the switches, see how it plays out, see where we're going? And we'll let him know. Steven, obviously that was a crazy game. You decided to go ping pong back and forth with the green yellow. Obviously now I know why, because we saw the skip combo. Was that a case of understanding? Hey, I have a couple. What was that? I understand. I have a couple skips in the back pocket, right? And then talk to me about the +6 you initially did. Again, similar style. You both neutralized the +6 just like the last game. Did that give you rhythm and momentum to say this is becoming more of an ammo style flow game where the ammo will be heavy? Let me know. Wait for Ghost to type out. You're good to talk, Steve. You're good. Or you want to type?
No, wait, yeah, was that question for me? I forgot.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I was just saying my questions could sometimes be illusion. So the
Okay.
+6 you threw. Hold on a second. I just had to go with the switches. Didn't have anything to play. Congrats to Steven for taking advantage of that and getting the win. Okay, understood. So my question for you is: you went with the +6, right? Then you were going a little bit of that tricky combo. You're doing a lot of those 2-color ping pongs. Were those 2-color ping pongs ultimately just trying to get Ghost off his game on potentially striking off ammo? Were you trying to limit his ammo, or did you really just have the triple skip combo? In a sense that, hey, I have to get something saved in case to go back to green, undercut the green, have the skip in the back pocket, then run to the end. Talk me through it.
Well, actually, when we were going through that draw city near the end, that's when I picked up all the skips. So
Okay.
that's where I got all of them from. As for like playing ping pong between yellow and green, it was mostly just a thing of, oh, he played a card that has the same number in a different color, so I played that, and it just kept going back and forth. So I was like, I might as well take advantage of that. I love my light switches, so I'm not gonna pass up on an opportunity to do them. So that's all that happened.
Got you. Okay. Yeah, or we saw this. We're legit in the exact same verses this morning. The crazy part, it was 2-1, right? It's 2-1 now, and the 15-14's gone. I mean, we're basically running the same track, but the only difference is we didn't see a single game in Nam vs. Chame where the ammo was exhausted like these games are tonight in Game 2 and 3. Do you think there's something that advantages both players in the sense that they both now have seen two-style gameplays? And what do you think Ghost has got to do to tie it up? No one's out of this. If anything to go off of this morning, maybe being down ain't the worst thing. Thoughts on this game so far? What you've seen?
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of different styles here, but it's not something that's just giving me a clarification though that one's gonna have the advantage over the other. Really good though that Ghost is trying to play a bag of tricks here. I will say that,
Yeah.
but Steven has mostly after game one has mostly stepped up and is now starting to play into the style here. So it's still a long way to go here. It's mostly now let's see what happens in the back half of this game.
We'll see. We'll see what the back half will include, Short. I mean, it's been a pretty even-keeled game right here. We've only gotten longer. Ironically, we started with 3 minutes, right? Now we've went 10-13, and you split the difference. Basically, that's the split difference of game 2 and 3, about 3 minutes and seconds. So we'll see how it goes. About 9 minutes on the average time, 27 minutes in. We'll see how game 4 goes. Now Steven will get his 3 home games. Do you think he's got anything special at home with the starts now? Because he can't do 15-4. It's gone. Remember, this is CSR, and those are gone. That's how it works here.
Yeah, I mean, I've mostly seen him go for that high tier, so it's
Right.
gonna be interesting where he goes with that. And yeah, I mean, I really the my perception of the series from game 1 to 3 is very different. So yeah, very different tenor that we're seeing here after those previous 2 games, seeing that ammo exhaustion, nearly having reshuffles.
That's where the card history could come into play. We'll find out, Brock, as we get into this game 4. Probably the next game will be delayed. Knowing how I am. All right, let's see how this one goes, though. Game 4, big moment, Art. Steven's first ever call in D1. Let's do it.
Yep, Steven. No 14, no 15. How many cards for game number 4?
We'll see here. I mean, I could see OG full.
Well, cards.
Well, I mean, it's still pretty. It's all good. It's still upper tier. That's fine. Caesar, man, this is crazy. This is just like game 4 of Nam and Chamek, man. Crazy. +2. A choice for the home team. Plays it cool. Ghost gonna draw. You know what, Short, though? I've seen this movie one times too many. This is not. He doesn't mean it doesn't mean he don't got green. I've seen this move.
He's undercutting it.
Yup.
Oh,
Yup.
okay.
So I still think, Brock. Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
Brock, you're really good at the fade looks, man. You know something's gonna be in the back end for Ghost on the green. He's one to do this for sure. This ain't over yet. Talk to me about the art of a fade look, Brock. You've been really good at that. And there's Steven's own card. Talk me through it.
Well, the way I look at the fade is, try to use, try to match as many of the same color or the same number as you possibly can, and try to whittle down, your deck to where you have the right cards for the end.
Yeah, try to fade a color, whittle it down, see if you can get something off the back end, and go from there.
Here's a blue.
And blues, that's interesting.
That's not.
That's not what Steven needs. Oh boy.
Womp womp.
Good for Ghost. Hard to switch off that art. 0 sugar.
Yep.
I don't believe this.
Steven said that hard to switch off of. That's what I need.
I don't even know.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's crazy. Well, the crazy part is it was going to be a red 3 anyway because he had it in the back pocket. So yeah. Wow, so they both needed red at the same time. Unbelievable.
Hard to switch off of. Maybe that was the mind game, Ken. Maybe that was the mind game. It's like that's not what I needed. That plays a 0 to get him to play the 0. That's.
I still got to learn. I still have to learn. Like I still got to learn. I still got to learn how Steven plays this game on the table. It's going to take me some time.
I'm not all the way perfect either. I haven't watched a lot of his games, but I could at least pick up on some from the championship.
No, just with the table talk, Kane says, here comes Ghost. He's going to do the little bit of a little heat check there, right? Throw a +2. Maybe save the game.
Probably.
Okay.
Oh my.
Well, let's see if that works for Ghost because now I got to think Brock Ghost actually was telling the truth. He had the green, but now he could have. Okay, back to blue. He might have exhausted the green though. Never mind. Steven can't get on the blue. That was a good move, and that's game. Wow, it's just like game 1. Unbelievable.
He's done it again. 3 minutes even.
Or this is unbelievable. Ghost is winning on these. It seems like when we get a Plan A game, Ghost can thrive. That's the key. He needs those Plan A's.
He needs the Plan A's, but that's the typical part. You can't just do that all the time. You got to get ready for all these other plans.
Now, most people be like, okay, there's no question. I got a question. Of course I do. Ghost, I want to know the art of the fade look, man. Now, we always talk about your sneak attack fade looks. Sometimes your sneak attacks can also mean to a fade. Talk to me about the green. Were you just trying to save that green up, right? Don't panic. Do a couple draws. See if you can get some ammo hunting. Did you get some ammo hunting on that green to ultimately get you into a more cleaner position for the end game? Were you playing the long game on that green draw? Steven, I don't really have much to say. Okay. I'm blind. I was going to say, did you have the Blues ultimately for a possible finish? But you answered my question. That was going to be my question. You kind of stole it. I don't got much to say then because you kind of just. It basically was just a game one. Could you have done much? Anything else you could have possibly done to maximize the game? Oh,
Not much.
I couldn't have done much there. Yeah.
Okay, you got a moment here.
Well, you get the laundry done. Maybe pick up some stuff. All right, Art, 2-2 now. And Brock, you were here this morning. It's unbelievable, man. It's unbelievable. But we're just seeing the same thing we saw this morning. It was 2-1, right? Then Steven picks his card. Obviously, he'll get the same thing. Just no 14-15. And now Ghost is starting to fire up. Is there an art to the sense when you're down in this, right? You're never out of it because all you got to do is secure 1 point. That's all you're looking for. You're just looking for 1 point at the worst. And if you get the 3, okay, but it's week 1. That gives the advantage in a sense. But for Ghost, do you think there's a little more pressure knowing that he has a week 5 bye? He's got to start points racking now? Talk to me through that mindset.
I would say yes because you definitely want to try and get the win before you have the bye week. So it definitely does add a little bit more pressure when going into these things.
Already got to look. Both guys have now seen multiple style games, and we've seen game 1 and 4, plan A. Right? It's been plan A. 3 minutes, boom. Games 2 and 3, ammo exhaustion. It seems when the game becomes ammo exhaust heavy, Steven's got some more used to it, maybe because he's seen a lot more of that in D2 games without even knowing because we didn't have the card history. But at a certain point, you got to think maybe the ammo control's a little less. Do you think Ghost has to adjust maybe to his style a little bit, Art, just for those games that go a little bit heavy on the ammo? Or do you think he's playing it where it lies and he's doing the best he can in a mysterious spot? Sure.
Well, I'm thinking right now, sometimes having that single plan can sometimes be good, but I'm thinking you need to be prepared for something to be like going for a long time. And that's where I think Ghost needs to be preparing for, is for those longer games.
Yeah. You got to think short with those longer games. It's clear as day. When you exhaust the ammo, it becomes a more skill-based game. And when you don't exhaust and it's plan A, sometimes it comes down, you can play that fast and furious run downhill style. It's like a basketball game. When you get on a fast break with Ghost, it's usually lights out. But when you can be able to slow them down in some zone looks, maybe play a little bit more of the perimeter defense, avoid that three-pointer from downtown, it gives more options. See what the advantage is going to be for both sides here, because there's a lot of interesting looks right now for both.
Yeah, they both had pretty great looks. Yeah, they both had their opportunities. Like, I mean, Ghost, both his wins have been on sneak attack 4 chains out of nowhere when Steven's had nothing, and then the other 2 wins for Steven were almost endurance battles with all the ammo exhaustion. Like those 10 to 15 minute games, that's all endurance and staying in it. And we've all had that kind of game one time or another where it's just like gone. We've just gone so far down the wire and like traded ammo, or we've just been you're icing each other out, whatever the case may be. We've all had that kind of game where you really got to endure every card to make sure you get the job done in the end. And those wins always feel more rewarding too.
Definitely feels more rewarding. Ours a big rewarding moment here. Game 5. Winner of Game 5 automatically at least will get 1 point. Has a chance to go for the 3. Big moment in this series. Let's see what happens.
Steven, no 14, no 15. How many cards for game number 5?
Oh! Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's the OG. Well, that's something Ghost is probably used to. Nothing
Yeah.
too uncharacteristic. We'll go to a
He'll
stand
be-
for 6. First lower start. We'll see how this one goes.
Apologies to those watching on stream. That sound was not intended.
What stream?
The stream, YouTube.
Well, no, the sound. What sound?
Oh, it's just I hit. You know that buzzer button on keep the score.
Oh, don't worry about it.
It makes a loud buzzer noise like you're in an arena. Anyway. This is a little bit of a think-stop start for Steven. That's a bit uncharacteristic for the
Well,
series.
it's possible because we haven't seen anything lower. Oh,
wait, might have just been
internet spike. Who knows?
Maybe. There we go. And there is Tapir again.
Well, I mean, you got to think
Right
now
on
with the 7 cards 2 art, it's a little lower. Brock, let's bring in the expert. Brock, you're a big guy for 7 to 10 mid-tier package. What is? Hold the phone, Brock. Hold the phone, Brock. Hold the phone, Brock.
Oh, anyway.
Wow, explosion off the bat. But Brock, your thoughts on the mid-tier package, man? Where you be able to cook? You've been able to cook all year on that, the 7 through 10. How you gonna play it?
Just gotta play it play it to your advantage. Just as always, control your ammo.
Yep.
Try and use the fade whenever you can. Try and use that to your advantage. Save your best cards, and hopefully that'll lead you to victory.
The Rock knows he's been cooking it all year. Got the Super League doing NT5. Now Ghost. Well, +2 freshies, but nothing special. Just +2 freshie. Or you got to think with those sometimes with those 7 card starts, the timing is a little bit crucial, but also the anticipation is just as important.
Yeah, pretty much it. And I guess really it's just seeing what happens.
Yeah, because that's the key, right? For Ghost, the key is get to those Plan A victory. You get those Plan A victories, we're feeling out something good. You talk about ammo exhaustion, and that's a little different. And we go to more Stefan's wheelhouse or Steven's wheelhouse tonight because that's what I'm saying. Here comes Ghost. We'll see what he'll do here. Just runs it clean. Steven looking for something on his green. Goes for a double. Here comes Ghost. Switches into yellow. Oh, God, I didn't even notice, man. Unless he wanted that 3 cards
got
art.
it back. Well, we'll have to see.
We've seen this from Stingray before. You never know. You never know.
Steven's just glad he got the payback. Now they're even on that front.
All right, let's see what will it be here from Steven. Ghost obviously gets 3 cards, and it's about the limit. I mean, I would say 5 minutes I think, is the limit for a Plan A game usually. I would say.
Yeah, basically anything further than that, then we're starting to look at other plans.
Joining us here a little late. It's been a good series so far, but a lot different than usual. A lot more. I would say a lot different than the first one. The first game we had today was more patience, understanding the aggression, patience flow. Right, split ammo is always going to be a thing because Chomik, of course, is a art of that. He does the art of that. Here, we're learning and going by the seat of our pants, and we've noticed a lot more Plan A victories have been the key for Ghost's success tonight. Well, Steven's been able to take care of business on ammo exhaustion. Here we go. Looking for the possible run. Will Ghost have it? Nope. Nothing he could do on the 3 cards. He was just trying to gamble, maybe. Who knows? Oh, you good, man. Don't worry about it. In the blue. Here comes Ghost. In the red. Gets the Uno.
Oh, just about.
Is double Uno. Is this Ghost? No.
No.
Is it? Oh, but
I don't know. This is it. Gets the Uno again.
That's crazy.
Oh, my word.
My goodness.
That's crazy, man. Blue reverse, is that it? No. That's it. It's over. Green reverse. Ghost, what a sneak attack. Are you kidding me? I jumped, but no, it worked though, man. That was textbook. That was
Brutal.
textbook right there. Reading it, unbelievable. Because it wouldn't have mattered anyway,
That's
right?
all hindsight.
Well, you
for
wouldn't have
Steven.
jumped the gun though, because if you think about it, it already would have registered. So I wouldn't.
It
Ghost.
wouldn't have mattered. It's just more a comment than anything.
Yeah, nothing you can do. Nothing you can do. Ghost, great once again, buddy. I mean, or how many times have we said tonight? Plan A, and Ghost gets it done again. Ghost, what'd you get off those 3 cards first off? And were you looking for the draw, man? Or did you just forget the Uno call? If you were looking for the draw, it's clearly a Pez Sting style. For sure. Those guys are the masters of that, we'll say. Steven, I don't really have much because, unfortunately for you, it's been these Plan A games. You know, the Plan A games have really been the killer tonight. When you get those ammo exhaustion games, you've been doing really good. But then when we get the plan, it's hard to really plan for that hard and short because Plan A games are a lot different on this bot than the old bot. The old bot. Okay, played the house. I had the green reverse, no way to really get, hoping to draw something. Another green reverse. Didn't actually get anything. I figured he was playing the house there. I had a feeling he was playing the house because Ghost isn't a guy just to rush the house unless he's got something in the house cooking for sure. I mean, Brock, we saw it. Plan A. It was a case of what Ghost never in reverse. I see what you're saying. We'll see how it goes here. We'll see. I mean, it was a number. If he had reverse, I went the okay. In this case, if I did go. Okay, wrong guess. I mean, we've seen those moments. We have seen those moments sometimes with the wrong guess, and it can prove costly. But now it's a big moment in this series because here's the deal, right? Ghost had the chance to get this win, right? To get the 3 points, but I've got to say, Steven's done a great job tonight of really executing it. Brock, if this last game is in that 7-10 range, where do you think the aggression is going to lie? If it's higher, then so be it, right? But where do you think, if we go into that mid-tier range, where do you think the aggression will lie tonight for Steven's last call before we get to this? What do you think is going to be the move here?
I would imagine with Ghost trying to close this out, I would imagine the aggression might be higher, but I think if I were Ghost, I would definitely try to maintain my composure.
That's it, man. Maintaining composure. Big moment right here. Short and simple to the sweet point. Ard, same thing as we said since game 3. No 14-15. What will be the last call? We're about to find out.
Yeah. No 14-15, Steven. How many for game sets?
What will it be? Last game of the series. Ghost looking for the 3. Steven just looking to tie it. Remember, reminder to the fans at home, Steven will play Brock, one of the big group favorites of this group next week. Ghost will await Shamik. Okay, so we're going to go crazy eights to finish it off.
Crazy eights. Here we go.
All right, crazy eights to finish it off here. What a series has been. Steven will get the call on the blue 5 Jesse turn, which we'll see hopefully 35 minutes. We'll see. I'm not sure. That might be delayed, honestly.
Depends on how long this game goes.
Yeah, plus we got to get the turnover time. All right, here we go. Waiting on the call. Into the red. Switching over. We go into that red, both in the red. Fast and furious we go. Nothing from Ghost early. Ghost looking to... Okay, I was going to say maybe keep the draws going, but Steven will bail him out. Won't be from Steven here. +2, throws a little heater.
Steven
Ghost.
just trying to get the win to end this in the tie.
Huh. Hold the phone, Art. Hold the phone.
Oh, but Ghost is gonna have something here.
What?
Oh.
What in
Ooh,
the world?
Huh?
ooh,
Huh?
can't do it. Try
Huh?
to do something.
I don't know. I think he just messed up the skips.
Yeah. That's 100% mistake. Yeah. Yeah. You
Well, it
played
doesn't
the
matter.
green six first. Should have played. Yeah. That basically that's. Well. Oh damn. Really.
Well, it doesn't matter anyway. The skips wouldn't have registered, but yeah, because he played the green. You're right.
Oh.
What?
Okay.
Uh,
Just say your color. Say the color. Just say the color.
say
Yeah.
blue.
There you go.
That's
There
it.
you go.
Yeah.
There
Well,
you-
we'll go for a tie instead. Yeah,
All
I was
right.
there.
1 point to each.
No. It wouldn't be like that. Don't worry. It'd pick up on it. The only way it wouldn't go on something like that is if, I don't know, you're at, I don't know, 4 cards and you just forget an Uno call, then you gotta get the call in, but whatever. But yeah, I mean, overall good series here. I talked to no comment on that. That game was just plan A. Happens, right? I guess I'll just kind of go both over. Obviously, both get a point, right? And there's nothing really to say, right? But we'll go more to Steve Ghost. You obviously been here before in terms of having these intense, tight matches. Plan A worked out. You really needed those Plan A wins because you definitely got outplayed on the exhaustion. But talk to me about through the plan. I will say one question. Talk to me about what you got to learn for your next match because you're playing a tough opponent. You got the group leader now. That is confirmed. The group leader now entering
Yeah.
week 2.
Confirmed for sure.
Chomik with 3 points here at a +2 differential. You stay at the 0. Talk to me how you got to approach Chomik now to get this going. Steven, your thoughts on just playing a D1 overall series, your first one in the league, and what you got to do for the group leader Brock?
No, yeah, that was loads of fun. I'm glad that was my first game here in D1. GG to Ghost. You were a really great opponent, so I'm glad you were my first match here. I'm hoping I can sort of like get used to everything and like not not make those silly forgetting to call Uno mistakes in my second game. Sorry. But yeah, that's all. I had loads of fun, and I'm glad I could at least tie the game at the end instead of losing 2-4.
All right, very good. Ghost, any thoughts, my friend, to close it out here? Thoughts on playing this intense series? We had a lot of battles tonight between ammo. It was literally just 2 styles. We saw ammo, the exhaustion, and then playing AR. That's all we saw. We didn't see a lot of defensive measure. We never saw light switching to the core. We never saw end arounds to the core. Never saw isolation tactics. A lot more different style tonight for sure than we're used to. Thoughts on this game overall and your first match reffing in Super League?
I think it was an interesting one. Very interesting, but yeah, good job there by Ghost to at least not have any problems there. But Steven in their first taste of D1 did very good. I think it's gonna be interesting to see the rest of for both of these paths here in the rest of the group stage here. It's just gonna be a interesting turn of events though heading into week 2.
Now let's go to the man himself. William Bright, you're going to play Steve in week 2. Your thoughts on that matchup? Going to be a fun one next weekend. What's your thoughts coming into that after seeing all your Group B action today?
Well, seeing how he performed here today, he definitely proved me wrong. I thought Ghost was going to have this one in 4, but Steven really duked it out. He really earned this win, and looking forward to playing against him.
Yeah, I think it'll be a good matchup, Short. You look at Brock; he has a lot of fade looks. Of course, Steven, I'm starting to understand his style a little bit. You play with the pace, right? If you throw some ammo, I'll throw it back. Go with the flow, and yeah, I mean, it's your thoughts on just this overall series and what Steven learned tonight.
Steven had the welcome to the league moment, but he adapted pretty well. All things considered, those ammo exhaustion games were pretty crazy. I mean, it'd be pretty crazy for anybody coming into this. And he comes out with a draw, comes out with a point. It's a very valiant effort first series in Super League, and now it's on to week 2 with Brock, and for Ghost it's Chomik, and then what we see further on is you see the whole schedule there. But yeah, I think it's kind of a good. It was kind of a good litmus feeler kind of series, litmus test feeler kind of series for the both. You know, Ghost getting the first shot at the D2 champ that nobody in this field really has a lot of data on him, and Steven really doesn't have a lot on D1, but he really stepped up to the plate and did the best he could. Really, he did pretty good for all things considered.
Definitely, I agree. Definitely the same sentiments. I had fun playing this match. It was really exciting, especially with the ammo heavy games. But it's been since I last played, and honestly, not too bad to start the stage. I did play a bit tricky. We'll try to play more conventional next time I play. That will be Ghost Chomik, probably Friday. Looking at our Friday or Saturday for next weekend. Steven Brock, Brock really good at scheduling, usually at night, so I don't think this is going to be too much of an issue. Should be a fun one as well. That's it for Group B in Week 1. We'll see Nam in a bye. Week 2, we'll see him back Week 3. Big matchups ahead. It's going to be confirmed. Ghost versus Chomik, and then Brock, the proposed group leader now in a sense, after Nam takes the bye. He was the next best seed at 9. Will make his return to the table and get back into the action, joining in Week 2 in group stage. For myself, not short. Ard, Brock, appreciate them coming out. We'll see you in about a half hour to 45 minutes for our first Group A game of the night. Jesse Turner versus another one, DJ Curtis. Shortly, around 10 to 10:15. Okay, everybody, this is KT. I'll hopefully see you tomorrow, 8 o'clock.